since last year. Rich Rodriguez was their head coach. That's Charles Kelly leading them out. He's their new coach, and he's done a wonderful job here. This is a really good football team. And they do it with tempo. And of course, Creel will do a lot of that. Little quarterback draw. Key matchup here. A tall wide receiver. 2nd and 6. And this is Cook. And he's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Stevens for Kennesaw State. He's from Tyrone, Ireland. And a lefty and a liner there, kicking away from Benyard, who's a first-team all-conference returner. That's a terrific punt, and it's down to the 29-40 territory. Coleman Bennett is the running back. Odom can run it, but they like him to sling it. And this is Bennett on the first carry, and he fights his way out to the 35. That's a gain out of the football. And he is the younger brother of Bo Nix, the Broncos quarterback. Play action for Odom. Swing it out. That's Bennett with the catch to the 40, and he dances up the sideline, has a first down, and they mark it at... And they play fast. Both teams will use tempo. Bennett doesn't find much room there, and he's swallowed up by Talon Carter. That's a loss of 1.
One of the things that Kennesaw
backfield on 3rd and 8. That's Bullock in motion, the tight end. Odom flushed, looking, and he's hit and throws, and that's incomplete. And it's Caleb Nix, who we talked about, deep. Let's see if Nix can make the fair catch. He waits for it, and a sliding catch, nicely done at the 20.
The year in the CM in the NFC Championship game, some classic battles there.
Creel back to throw, fires it sideline, has a man, that's Johnson, the big wide receiver, to the 35-yard line.
Right there, a nice comeback route for a first down.
Creel fires it over to Coombs, and Caleb Coombs is hit. And you can hear there's a pretty good contingent that is... Remember, Creel's so dangerous with his legs. He's going to fire it up for a receiver. Lots of contact. And Jericho Washington knocked. 2nd down, 11. Odom steps up, fires, and it's incomplete. We talked all about the offense and all about the quarterbacks, but both defenses look sharp. 3rd down, 10. Odom rolling right, fires, caught, and a first down. It looks like Kopic. Now, where do they spot him? He sprung
at this point of the season.
Well, he's more than earned that. He's 6-1 as a starter. Christian Lando in the backfield. And again, Creel going to keep it, and he's got the first down out to the 46. Gavin Wimsatt was the starter.
Into the system tonight.
Creel looking. Off his back foot, fires it, and a catch. That's Johnson. That is a 6'8" wide receiver. 24-yard hookup, Creel to Johnson. And on 1st and 10, Creel, blitz comes, gets rid of it. That's caught by Lando out of the backfield. Not Calrici, but Christian Lando in there, along with Lando. Creel, that's Cook. So far, he's been bottled up. His 3rd carry, and he has just 3 yards. 3rd and 9, Creel throws, 4-man rush, tight spiral, and a nice catch by Cook, who lined up in the... Just inside the 17, Creel in trouble, avoids one, bounces to the outside, racing for the sideline, gets the first down. He on the season now. Cook meets Marcus Patterson and Tylon. Play action, Creel fires, end zone, intercepted! Milan Jones! And he's had a whale of a year at safety. Amari Odom is back. And Odom finds Coleman Bennett. All right, so he's not the only. Patrick Nix, starter at Auburn, and a really good college coach as well, and the high school coach. for Caleb. And so they have a rooting interest. Recovery for a touchdown. One of those picks was a pick six. He's just a junior. He's had a terrific year. On the mark is Odom. Bullock makes the catch, and he's got the first down. And we check in with Jordan as an outstanding safety. Odom starting to cook a little bit. Finds Moss, and Christian Moss inside Jackson.
A bit of an advantage.
Chase Belcher in the backfield, and this is Belcher, 6 foot, 213 pounder, transfer from West Georgia, and he picks up Maters in the first quarter. On a second down and 9. Ben Yards, they need to get him with some more touches, and he ends up at the 36. And you know, talking about Jerry Mack, and there's Odom busted out. And Amari Odom goes down at the 21-yard line. He can do that as well.
For Amari Odom to get the first.
Odom pulls it, fires, end zone, contact, incomplete, and the flag comes down.
I was going to say, Rich, I don't know about that.
3 weeks ago, here at Jack State, Odom. And Osteen, who's back in the ball game, that's great news, makes the stop. And if you're just joining us, defenses have... Odom again. You're not going to get in. Stansbury makes the stop
For this Jacksonville State team.
And a timeout. And Kennesaw State. And it's Bennett. And he's in. Extra point, Britton Williams. Milan Jones started it with Jack State threatening with that pick back on the field. Caden Creel. That was a dangerous pitch. Cook gets hit. That pitch was almost a pick six pitch. Four-man rush. Quick throw out to Cook, who likes to catch it and run with it and bust tackles along the way. And he's got the first down out to the 43-yard line.
Well, he lowers it.
43-yard line. Jack State and movement flags. Procedure will back him up 5 yards.
Ball start.
Cook, kind of the outlet valve, and he's getting a lot of work out there, but he's not getting a lot of yards. 3 hats on him. Cook has 3 catches for 21 yards. Just 20 yards rushing. Creel caught and dropped. And that's Elijah Hill. 3rd down 25. Creel, lots of time, escapes the pocket, got a long way to go, but he's going to get there. Look at Creel. Ball at the 38. Fake to Cook. Creel across the middle, broke it up, and it's incomplete. Johnson, the intent. Fairhope, Alabama, same high school as Riley Leonard, the Duke Notre Dame quarterback, now with the Colts. And that's going to be a run down to the 24-yard line. The Paris Musketeers even existed. Turbo blitz comes. Creel, that helps to have a 6'8" receiver. And Johnson, who is really. And he has a touchdown in his last 5 games. Creel trying to find a seam, and it closes up pretty quickly. If you haven't seen DeAndre Johnson, from that point on, he's absolutely turned it around and just blown up. Cam Cook, right side, and that surge is going to get him close to the stick, but he's still short of it. 3rd down and about.
Lose any yardage here on this down.
That's Cook. And
I think he's short.
He is short.
So I think you go for it here, Rich.
Right away to try to catch the defense. Cook is hit, bounces back, he's stuffed! and they stop him. Caleb offered.
The sideline pulled his teammate aside, Michael Petway, who slammed his helmet down after that big stop.
All right, thank you, Jordan. The other energy coming from the side.
I think that really gave the advantage there to Kennesaw State to get that stop.
Bennett in motion. Amari Odom fires on the money. That's Jordan Jackson with the catch. Actually, it's Clayton Kopic.
Bernard here. I think that's where he'll target on this third down.
Direct snap to Belcher, but flags fly and the play is blown dead. 3rd and 9, 4-man rush. Odom has time, fires to the sideline, and it's caught there. Hold. Odom back, this time over the middle. Man wide open, caught there. That's Benyard. And finally, Gabe Benyard with a big play.
Progression, and he's accurate with the football.
Another play action. Love the tempo here. On the mark. It looks like Davis Bryson again with the catch.
Out on the basketball court.
9 of 11, 102 yards for Odom. Bennett with the carry, and he breaks loose. Bennett's inside the 30, down to the 28. Walker Osteen made the stop. They're really clicking the Owls right now.
Finds the crease, gets downhill.
Odom flushed, dropped. Daryl Prater cleaned up. Good penetration, and it sure is working at Kennesaw State. Corner blitz, Odom caught, lost the ball, and then gets it back. Malcolm Jones came screaming off the edge. Bring on 3rd and 27. They got to get down to the 18 for a first down, and they may have 5 more yards tacked on to the 27.
The goal is to get in the field goal range right here.
So you need about 10. Oh, and a fumble. And Odom falls on the ball. What a disaster this has been. Once they got inside that timeout by Kennesaw State, they'd love to have 2 here where they could stop the clock as Creel gets captured at the 5. Jones makes the stop. Because if you had 2 timeouts, you might be able to get the... You don't want to throw it if you're Jack State, because if it's incomplete, it stops the clock. And again, nation's leading rusher is smothered. That's Cam Cook.
One of the keys to keep this clock running.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it and have an incompletion. And so Creel is certainly going to run it on a set play. He's short of the first down. And here's where you really wish you had. Okay, so again, let's talk about the target. Touchdown would stop the clock briefly. 3-man rush. Odom fires it up the seam. Good catch! Oh my goodness! Flag is down. That looks like targeting. And
is under further review.
I think he's trying to get his shoulder involved, but he's just not able to do it in time. You can see the helmet right there. Boom, the crown of the helmet right under the chin. 33 games,
After review,
interceptions.
The ruling of targeting is upheld. Number 43 is disqualified. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I think
Clock
that's
off.
the
field goal unit.
But you got to get everybody back to spike it if you are short of the first down. Odom scrambling, fires sideline, and it's incomplete. Now you're really in a...
Get out of bounds.
Odom, 3-man rush, flushed, in trouble. He throws it away out of bounds. Now what is this going to be?
The ball, and no opportunity to get 3 right there for Kennesaw State. A huge mistake in the middle way. Start this second half, first 4 minutes.
2nd and 8, Odom fires. He's been good on short range stuff, and that's Christian Moss. And Moss hangs on to the ball, stays on his feet. So 3rd and 1. Bennett almost busted that one, and he's got the first down into Jack State territory to the 41-yard.
Boom, went to the outside and got the first down.
Play action, Odom running, little flip, that's Bennett. And he's got another first down, this time to the inside the 32.
About getting his other guys involved.
Tempo offense. Little swing pass there. Nice move along the sideline.
With the football right here for Odom.
Odom swing pass, caught there. Belcher races inside the 25, tiptoes on the sideline. Let's see where he went out. It's going to be short of the first down. And he got it. Kennesaw State stretches the lead.
With their wide receivers.
Pitch, there's Cook trying to get outside, cuts in. He has the first down, but only 3 yards on that. Adam Watkins. Creel sidesteps the rush. Sidearm throw. Nicely done. That's Johnson, the big receiver. And he's got a first down to the 46-yard line.
That's that big and that athletic.
Cook, now he makes a miss, and he's inside the 30. And Jack State starting to move the ball. Cook again. 2 missed tackles there. Down to the 18. First down. First and 20. Creel gonna pick up good yardage here. He has that acceleration that, you know, some core targets already for Johnson. 4 catches. Creel on 3rd and 10. To the sideline, and he fires it out of bounds. He stayed in, and he was able to. It is up, and it's no good. The uprights at this stadium. That was Scrappy chopping it up midfield. This is Coleman Bennett, and Coleman Bennett, hard to bring down. He's outperforming the
Charles Kelly was about winning at the line. They're not doing that so far.
3rd and 5 crossing pattern. Good heads up there by Moss. He made the catch, knew he didn't have the first down, and took a quick journey after he played at Auburn, was coaching here for Burgess. Moss with the catch, and Moss cuts up. Turbo, this is what we talked about this week with the Mariota's championship. That would just be an unbelievable ascension. One of the best startups in college football. This is Bennett breaking loose, and Bennett spinning out of bounds. Coleman Bennett. Bullock, the tight end, lined up in the backfield. Odom himself.
And they go right.
He's hit. He's stopped. A surge. He's in. Touchdown.
Wow. Right there.
Hold on. No signal yet.
Oh,
he's not in.
Hey, though, in this game, if Jack State is able to capitalize.
Oh, hit and dropped in the end zone. Is it a safety? Where do they mark it?
Patterson had.
And Jack State with a football at midfield and a little fake reverse here. Cam Cook in the open field for a brief moment, and then it closes up. But he has a 12-yard run. 3rd down, 8. Creel. Now he runs, and he's got the first down. He gets down to the 21-yard line. Isaac Paul made the stop.
You're seeing Wimsatt in the gate.
Cook down to the 1.
I get back to
all lined up. And this is Cook, and he's in. Finally, Jack State has a touchdown. Yeah, but at that time there were only 15 minutes left. But they made the most of the early part.
That's right.
Of the 4th quarter, Turbo.
And it's about, you got Osteen at the line of scrimmage.
It's a blitz. Odom's in trouble, and he goes down. Osteen and Sanders met at the quarterback, the 2 linebackers. Scrimmage.
Wimsatt's in the game at running back.
Play action. Creel gonna run it, gonna get it. First down to the 44. Creel in the pocket. His scramble has been their best play. Scrambles to the right side. Has yardage, but not the first down. He's third down 3. Cook. That's the man with all the yards. And Cook was inside the 25. First down, chains move. Milan Jones made the stop. That looked like early movement. No flags. Creole races through and into the end zone.
See how quick he gets 100? See how quick he gets to full speed right there, Rich?
That's 0. Creel's been doing a lot of work on this drive. He's going to throw to the big man who goes up, makes the one-handed catch. Flag is down. Great call, Turbo.
To be #1 priority for Odom.
Odom's throw over the middle. It's caught. It's just short of the first down.
Wow, what a catch.
And in motion. It's Bennett straight ahead, and he blasts in. Got the first down. It stops the clock. They'll move the chain. And they're just right at it. They drop back.
There he goes to his left.
And he's got a lot of room. Can he get to the pile? Oh, he did get it. That's a first down.
And 15
Flags
more.
are down. Odom looks. He's going to run it. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. That's Dean.
Towards him, which leaves a wide receiver open in the back of the end zone and just throws a dart right there for the score.
Second down 10. Lots of time. Real good scrambler. Hit. Drops. All the way back at the 12. Elijah Hill.
2 downs to get 20 yards here.
Creel sets, fires, sideline. The big man can't hold it. Johnson down to this, 4th and 20.
Kennesaw State wasn't lined up fully defensively.
Creel's got to get rid of it. Looking, squares, he's deflected, the ball is incomplete, and Kennesaw State, there's USA champions. And one of the great stories in college football, 2-10 last year, Jerry Mack arrives, and here they are, 10-3, and champions.
Kennesaw State. Last season, this was a 2-win team. Nobody had this team